Hey, Sipsky here at EducateTube.com. Today I'll be talking about why I brought my Sony a5000 camera to the family vacation instead of the Sony a7r3. You might have guessed it already why I brought this camera, but let's go through the 3 reasons why I would have brought this camera instead of this much more expensive Sony a7r3. Okay, the first reason, of course, is the price. I bought this used for a couple $100. And so I don't need to worry about it if it got damaged or if it's got stolen. So that's one thing. During your family vacation, you want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to be worrying about the gears. So if it's damaged, somebody dropped it, or you dropped it, or it got stolen, you don't have to lose a couple nights of sleep over it. Okay, and it can be easily replaced. I bought this at Kijiji, so not to worry. And also the lens is interchangeable lens. I actually just brought the kit lens, which is more than adequate for video and photography. Okay, so that's number one reason that it's easily replaced. Okay, and it's affordable. Number two, of course, it's a decent camera. It's an APS-C camera, big sensor, not as big as the the Sony a7 series with a full frame, but it's decent enough that you can take a decent photo and videos. Compared to the smartphones, for evening and even night shot, this is a decent camera, right? Another feature about this a5000 is that it has a flip-up screen, which is excellent for vlogging and for composing your shot. So you can see yourself. You say, oh, where am I located? You can compose a shot. Okay. Now, of course, there's some improvement that need to be done in the future. I hope Sony will listen to me. I'll talk about that later on. Okay. And lastly, this camera runs this W50 battery series. You can get a third-party one for less than $30 a piece, maybe even less than that. Okay, but I bought 4 of these. I only used 2 of them, and the reason for that is I also brought this lithium battery pack system that I was able to charge using my USB connector right there to the camera. So I just connected to this camera, and I was able to get a full charge again, and then just run off this. Okay, so that's why I only needed 2 of this, but I bought 4 just in case, because sometimes you're on a run, you just need to put it in. When it drains out the battery, then you take another one in there. Okay, so I bought 4 of them just in case, but also bring your lithium battery pack system. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour. Okay, now let's talk about the negative part of this camera. During my recording, there was a dirt, I think, on the sensor, and I could see it in some of my images. So that's one flaw in, I guess, mirrorless camera, right? Make sure you bring a cleaner, a sensor cleaner, to clean it. Be careful not to ruin the sensor, but do it in a very clean environment, and usually during your vacation in a room or something like that with lots of light, and you can just clean it well. So bring your cleaning kit for the lens and the sensor. Okay, so I did have a bit of problem of dirt inside the sensor. I think that it was there before I went on vacation, so I didn't even check whether the sensor was dirty. I assumed that it was clean, which was my fault in the first place. So I should have before I bring this on the vacation, I should have just cleaned it up, look at it whether it's dirty or not. Okay, so be aware of that mirrorless camera do get dirty quickly when you're talking about the sensor. So what I suggest you do is bring a one type of lens, that is zoom lens, and keep the lens on the camera. Don't change the lens too much. Okay, in fact, this is a kit lens. It's I think it's an 18 to 55 mil kit lens. It's more than adequate for any type of shooting or video filming that you're doing. Okay, so that's one thing. In the future, I hope Sony will improve this camera. I'm hoping in the future they will have 4K capabilities, as well as S-Log. A mic jack would be great, right? This would definitely outsell the a6000 camera. If they can make something similar to a6500 on this type of camera, call it a 5500, and it's gonna be a killer family video photography camera. All right. Anyways, have a look at the photos and videos that I did with this camera. Okay. Enjoy.